and gentlemen, Treyarch has maybe for the first time ever, definitely the first time in recent history, actually taken feedback from the fans and changed something in a Call of Duty Zombies map, more specifically Liberty Falls, before the game has even come out, even talking about HUD changes, things that we just are completely foreign to us because usually Treyarch doesn't actually like show anything before launch. This time around they did. They showed a lot of Terminus, people loved it. They showed Liberty Falls actual gameplay and people were like, ah! And I don't know if this is gonna be a Sonic the Hedgehog situation where this picture on the right came out and then everyone was like, this is horrible, fix it, and then they actually made a really good Sonic movie with a true to character look. They talk about all this and more in the Call of Duty podcast, which we're gonna talk through and react to. I've not seen this before. We're gonna hear a lot of changes that they're actually gonna be bringing in, and this is maybe the most important video Black Ops 6 will ever get. This may be the turning point of the community's tides and saying, wow, Treyarch actually listened and took the feedback and did something very good. I don't know. We'll see what they actually say in this and how in-depth they get, but apparently it's big. So let's get into this and react to it.
Well, we're going to put a pin in that and deal with that later. But next question, we're getting a lot of zombies love, especially after the last episode. Thanks, everyone, for the questions and the comments and all that. Has the Zombies team made any changes to Liberty Falls since we first saw it at COD Next?
Yes. Short answer, yes.
This is wild.
Questions.
The Liberty Falls that everyone saw at Call of Duty Next was work in progress, right? That map was still months away at the time from launch. And so the Zombies team has continued to iterate on Liberty Falls since then.
I see the Wonder Waff up here.
And the visual tone and sort of the look and feel are now a bit moodier.
Okay.
Than what people saw in the work in progress version. Call of Duty Next. So that's very exciting. And there are some atmospheric elements that people did not see at Next because at the time we had the main quest and the Easter eggs disabled for broadcast.
No spoilers.
We didn't want to spoil it.
No spoilies.
And so I think there's a lot that people haven't seen in terms of those elements. And something to look forward to for launch. Kevin Drew talked about this a little bit next with our 2 launch maps. So Liberty Falls is intended to be sort of a smaller, more casual, so you can just jump right in, compared to Terminus, which is one of the biggest round-based zombies maps that Treyarch has ever made. So lots to do there, lots to do in both maps. But I think Terminus speaks to the more hardcore players and fans of zombies.
So they're really doubling down on this point.
At launch with both maps, there's really something for everyone.
I could dive into a Liberty Falls game, run around for, say, an hour, save and quit.
We'll see.
Whereas I feel like with Terminus, this is much more of a, we're committing to this squad.
A few of the HUD elements in zombies are also getting touched up.
Okay, hold on. Before we talk more about HUD, I want to just kind of like give my thoughts on each thing she said so far. Basically, the work in progress thing to me is always, in my mind, a little bit of a cop-out in that, like, you're not gonna make any vast, like, game-spanning changes in the span of, like, 2 months. I like, yes, it is work in progress. Yes, they're working on it every single day. And maybe this is true that they are able to make more vast changes than they have been able to in the past because this game has such a long development time, because they're already working on the 3rd map. Like, this game is the most polished game, and this is their own words at least, the most polished game that like has ever come out of Call of Duty in like years because they've had the most time on it and everything like that. So vast game spanning changes, I don't know if I like fully think that we're gonna boot into Liberty Balls and it's gonna be Liberty greatness. Like, I don't think it's gonna be this vast game spanning change to the map. I think it's somewhere in the middle of like, they are making it a lot more moody, and I do believe like something like the weather, the skybox, the like war-torn buildings and stuff like that. I understand it's supposed to kind of fit in the theme of like this freshly invaded town, but I think there's a lot more things that they can add, being the weather, like dark ether storms, like the skybox, stuff like that really does add a lot to a zombies map and make it feel less like a multiplayer map, a Warzone map. And I do believe those are the kind of changes that they can take in, hear the feedback, and be like, all right, let's get this changed. The map has been done for like 2 months now, we can make these big changes. And another big thing she touches on here is obviously the Easter egg part of it. Like, there might be a world where, like, you know, in D Machine, you go into the Dark Ether and it completely changes the entire map. I fully believe that there was a version of this map that is like Dark Ether only, and they can't just come out and say, hey, stupids, it's gonna be an Easter egg step where the entire map changes, and it changes until like 50 years down the line, and it's this like Dark Ether infested hellhole. They can't really say that because it's like a spoiler and stuff like that, which I think all of this kind of comes back to the fact that I think allowing people to play like 2 hours of the easier zombies map, it's like letting people play 2 hours on the Giant without Easter eggs. It's like, yes, the map is cool and stuff, but there's not really that much to do without the Easter eggs. And it's kind of just a survival map where all the hardcore zombies people are tuned in, ready to see what's new in zombies. And you get kind of like the survival map, the smaller of the two maps. I just don't think this should have been the map that was shown off. I think it was cool to show off Liberty Falls, but I think it should have been a gameplay trailer or something like that, and then let people get in and get to the Easter eggs. Anyway, let's talk about HUD, because this is another one, for me at least, that is a big deal. I know people think overreacting about the HUD is like too much and stuff. HUDs are like so much of the character of zombies, so it's something I care about a lot, and like each game having its own specific HUD is important to me at least. Maybe it's lame, but it's important to me. I love my HUDs, so let's listen to this.
Which we'll be able to share a little bit more about as we get closer to launch, so make sure you look out for the upcoming COD blogs from
so we will get
the
more
Call of Duty
zombies
crew
information
and the
in the next 2
team
weeks.
to learn a little bit more.
Is the entire focus of the team to develop round-based experiences for this game? As in, only RBZ?
Yes. And Kevin Drew, who was on our last episode, who is an awesome human and leading many parts of Zombies at Treyarch, mentioned this at Call of Duty Next, that the team is entirely focused on developing round-based zombies content for Black Ops 6, and that the big news at Next and on our second episode was that the third round-based zombies maps for BO6 will arrive by the end of the year. So we've got Liberty Falls and Terminus at launch, and then a third.
Oh, I thought she was going to say the name.
Coming,
I was like,
you know, probably around season 1, but by my
okay, season
math.
1. That's
today,
new information.
We can also confirm that Zombies players can expect more support for in-game events compared to previous Black Ops games. So stay tuned to see what those might be.
Final question here from the mailbag.
Okay, before we get into the last question here from them, that is a confirmation. Yes, it is coming in season 1, which is big because season 1 is always like the big, you know, games reloaded, like let's get into the season, like full force ahead on Call of Duty. And usually Zombies players are just like, we got like the Christmas event where it was like the Santa hats, the snowballs and stuff like that. They are now sounding like Zombies is getting full seasonal support with like, say the Haunting. That would be a mega event in Zombies. Like, I don't know, Valentine's Day events. Like all of the major holidays that could happen throughout the year. It sounds like if multiplayer is gonna get one, Zombies is also gonna get some sort of like thematic update. So it's probably gonna be very Cold War-esque, where these maps are gonna get like little cosmetic makeovers, new types of zombies, like specialty like outfits, stuff you can earn and rewards and stuff like that. I think I'm always of the camp, anything that is new in the game that you can check out and play is a good thing. So the more content, the better. And it sounds like they're going all in on Zombies seasonal stuff happening as well. And I'm sure that comes with new rewards and stuff, which is great.
Will Kevin Sherwood's Easter egg songs be returning in Zombies?
I didn't see this in the tweet.
Also known as the GOAT. Nice. Short answer again, yes. Kevin Sherwood is back, and he's writing some incredible, amazing original songs for Zombies, and players will be able to discover 2 of them at launch. So again, 1 for each map with Terminus Island and Liberty Falls.
God, that's so big.
I've heard the songs for both of them, and they are
just like kind of mid. I'm just kidding, dude. Okay, Kevin Sherwood is like one of the oldest reigning like people who work on Zombies that has been on that team since like damn near the inception, and I mean, I just love me Kevin Sherwood. I don't know if there's a single person who would hear that information and be like, that is like to me, the thing that is like holding the soul together of like that dark, gritty, like world that we all grew up playing, and to hear that Kevin Sherwood is not only still at Treyarch, but has made 2 new Easter egg songs for Terminus and Liberty Balls. I'm so excited, dude.
Ducking epic.
They will be in the carry section of Duck, Carry, Kill
Yes,
for the foreseeable future. But
Or
also,
carry.
I think for now, for most folks, it's, okay, cool, I want to hear these songs for previous games. And again, for the first time you jump into Zombies, do your homework, have a listen to Kevin Sherwood's work, because they're quite literally epic.
Damned on repeat until October 25th
Epic.
and beyond. So get exciting, have fun hunting for those at launch.
Never been good at that. I've always let other people find them first, and then I get to experience them at my own pace. But this is going to be a ton of fun.
We have so much. And of course, we'll be signing off until our next episode before launch.
So one more episode before launch.
And then hopefully,
and a
we'll
blog.
be back to talk about season 1.
Ugh.
Some juicy stuff that we have cooking and kind of
Okay.
what's ahead for Black Ops 6. And so this is such it's my favorite time of year of like the energy around launch at the studio. Everyone's working hard, but it's just it can be electric, and just finally seeing people log on and play and live in that world feels so rewarding, for folks who have been working really hard in this game for years. And I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
A lot of love in this building.
Like I
for
said, they're really
Call of
driving
Duty,
home
of course,
that
Black
this
Ops
has been
6,
in the works for
October
years.
25th, if you haven't pre-ordered.
Okay, so main takeaways from this is that, 2 new Easter egg songs that will be like, actually you have to hunt for them in the game. Kevin Sherwood songs in the game. We've got a HUD update. They very much said that this was going to be like something they're going to reveal in a later thing. They just wanted to let people know it's coming. The HUD, again, being changed is big. I think a big complaint a lot of like original players like myself have is that, like, Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4, every single HUD, love them or hate them, each one had a zombies feel and was unique in its own way. Like, I love that everyone has a favorite HUD. Like, my goat's Black Ops 2. That HUD, those perk icons, I just the grittiness of it. I love Black Ops 2's, and to hear that they're making their own custom HUD for zombies that they're going to reveal in an entire blog update makes me think it's not going to be like, oh, we made the text a little different and we added a red color to it. No, this is a blog update worthy change that they're doing, which is going to be big. And then the other one is that they are, quote unquote, the word that's been going around is aura. They are updating the aura of Liberty Falls and confirming, hey, you guys didn't see everything. Easter eggs were off, and we think you're going to like what you see whenever you see the updated version, not only with Easter eggs on, but with, our updates and that polish on it, which I truly do believe that this is probably going to be the most polished that they're ever been able to put on a map pre-launch. And this is why they're actually doing updates, and it's not going to be like a big season 1 update to make like Liberty Falls look better. So overall, I think that was incredibly needed for the zombies community, which was kind of like self-imploding with everyone arguing about everything. I'm going to play the game and have fun no matter what, but obviously the better the game is, the more fun I will have doing it. Like, we're going to get on and find a way to have fun no matter what on the game. Even if it was an absolute steaming pile, it would still be fun to get on and then make fun of it. But I truly do think that they've taken some of this feedback to heart, and hopefully the next blog post will continue to show us that, because that will be the big thing where it's like, not just words, here's the physical proof that we've been cooking on this. So I'm excited for it. We're going to have a blast on launch either way, going for that Easter egg day 1. And yeah, it's hopefully a good time to be a Call of Duty Zombies fan yet again. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.